Merry Christmas, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, fine, it's not Christmas yet, but it's close enough. I'm wearing a red shirt. Is justice coming? Could be. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about how Donald Trump praised Kamala Harris. Now, it's of course ironic to some degree. I'll explain why and how in a second. But first, remember, everybody, especially around Christmas, if you want to give a gift, tyt.com/gift gives the gift of membership. It allows us to have a strong voice and get our message out. So we appreciate all the members. And if you want to become a member, you could hit the join button below the video on YouTube. Okay, so Trump said that he gave her basically two compliments, backhanded or otherwise, but you'll see. Number one, he said that he gave her one compliment, but he's right about two things. That is breaking all records, unprecedented, okay? So, number one, he said, well, I think she'd be better than Biden. And I don't think I think Kamala Harris is a disaster, to be honest, politically, right? Every time she goes on TV or does a speech, it's bewildering. No one understands what she's saying. She repeats things. She leaves things out. People are puzzled, including the most ardent establishment Democrats in Washington. They're like, what is going on with her, right? I don't know anyone who's defending Kamala Harris anymore. But that being said, Joe Biden's at 34%. You almost literally can't get any lower than that in American politics, because a third of the country is immovable on the left and on the right, or on the Democratic side and the Republican side. So Joe Biden is at near rock bottom. And he's at 24% with independents. I mean, again, that is record-breaking low numbers. There's an article today in the New York Times about how now Democratic senators and congressmen are worried that Joe Biden is going to drag down the whole ticket with him. So now they're thinking, oh no, this guy is not only going to lose, but he's going to bring down the entire Democratic Party with him. And that is true. And I'm not sure that Kamala Harris would do that. So this is not an endorsement of Kamala Harris by a long shot by me or by Trump, but would she be better than Biden? He's not wrong that you literally can't get worse, or you certainly can't get much worse, maybe a point worse. That's about where the bottom is for any Democratic candidate. So, and then the second thing that Trump was right about is he said, well, they think that they're stuck with her, and they think that if something happens to Joe Biden, and he said something might happen, and guys, think about that. And he said before the start gate, right? Okay, so these are really bad things, and when you're not supposed to say it, but this is what everybody's thinking, and it's true, right? Which is, are we sure he's going to make it to the start gate? And so Trump, as always, just blurts out the thing that at least some people are thinking, right? And if he doesn't, and it's past the convention, then he's right. We're stuck with Kamala Harris. And everyone, even if everyone in D.C. concedes, that's an automatic loss, right? And the reality is actually Biden is also an automatic loss, but they're got their head in the clouds, and they're totally crazy, totally detached from reality. Literally no incumbent for any federal office has ever come back when they're down to 34% approval rating. No one ever in U.S. history. And they think Joe Biden's going to pull that off? In the New York Times article, Democrats are like, oh, well, he would be helpful if he was campaigning. He's not even campaigning. It's just an epic disaster in every way. And we will be stuck with Kamala Harris if it's past the convention. But Trump's second thing that he said, right, was he's like, well, they're not stuck with her now. He's like, people like you that are all the professionals and stuff, they say the Democrats are stuck with her, but they're not. They can do anything they want. And that is actually true. You can get mad about it, but it's true. The Democrats could do anything they want. They could have a new candidate. They don't have to pick Kamala Harris if it's not Joe Biden. In fact, if Joe Biden dropped out now, we'd have a great primary. There's no reason in the world why Kamala Harris would win it. A whole bunch of governors would get in there. When I win my court case, I'm going to beat them all. How fun would it be to have me in a debate? Whether it's against Biden or any other Democrats, or, oh, my God, against Trump. Oh, wait, I can't say that here. Okay, sorry. Forget all that. Bottom line is, remember, forget whoever the candidate is. Biden and Kamala are in a lot of trouble, and Trump is correct that you're not stuck with Kamala Harris. You could do anything you want, right? You could, and Biden could even pick a different VP. But in the Democratic Party, everybody's always stuck with, what does the dear leader say? What is leadership saying? Okay, we have to follow whoever the leader is, and we cannot question leadership. We must follow blindly. No, you don't. You could just pick someone else. Okay, again, forget me. I'm just saying there's half the country's Democrats. Look at all those Democratic governors. You could pick them as vice president. You could pick them as president. You could do anything you want as long as you have those options. All right, but the bottom line is Trump slightly right, surprisingly so, but he is right about Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. And that's the only things. Okay, but Merry Christmas, everybody, and happy holidays. Love you guys. See you soon. And click the join button to become a member because it's really important at this time. We appreciate you.